What has changed in the past 5 years, I think, from my perspective, is a realization that we're not only facing a problem of sustainability, but actually opportunities. So opportunities for better business, because it used to be the kind of thinking was more about there's this problem of fast fashion and we should do something, and more about like a kind of issue driven a bit, but now it's more like, hey, there's actually viable business opportunities around it, and what I have at Reaktor, my work has been around, for instance, direct to consumer and the kind of transition from the large corporation perspective. But then from this wardrobe diary project perspective, the interest is typically around what can we learn from this. So I would say what has really changed in 5 years is an inherent curious focus on how things are actually used and to what extent they are used. I think what I see, that is the big difference. So what used to be perhaps a curiosity, oh, this one weird guy in Finland is doing this, that's funny, oh, I didn't know it was so and so expensive. But now it's more about what can we actually learn with this, and how could what can we do about it? Like what can we do with this insight? Because what's new, and I see, of course, the pressures from sustainability and for circularity are growing all the time. So there's like, it's in the time in the way. But also I would say that more and more companies are really like looking into ways to change partially their business models also. So I would say that's a significant change. And I'm not directly involved too much in direct consumer research, but what I'm seeing is that particularly young generations are very, very different as in their views on fashion and consumption to elderly ones. And I have personally not seen many industries where this gap would be so large, where we would have this system that seems to be rigged for a certain way of consuming, and then we have such a difference to the kind of young generation, which is really opposed to this way of going about things. So this gap seems to be fairly strong, and this we see more and more companies really taking notice. So those kinds of things I see as a change during the 5 years that I have been like surrounded by this wardrobe diary discussions.